Wow! That guy's from France! Karate Man!
Sorry, that's Karate Man.
Judo Man!
That's Judo.
Apparently he uses swords.
Lady Man!
Jeff, what are we looking at here today?
This is Supremacy MMA.
That's mixed martial arts.
Yes. And this is a...
Can I get a Supreme Mixed Martial Arts, no sour cream, please?
Ah! Oh.
This looks like an Affliction shirt come to life.
Yeah, more or less. And that's, yes. That is the game's style for sure. This is an unlicensed MMA game. We have some real-life fighters in it, but also some made-up dudes. And these guys at Kung Fu Factory have gone and made their own style of MMA game that does not, you cannot really compare it to the other MMA games on the market.
Well, we had talked to these guys before this game came out, saw it a couple of times, and it definitely seemed to be their intent. Was like, yeah, you know, there's the EA game and there's UFC, and they
want to do something different, and you know, take a look at the art style here. They've whoa.
Slow down there, champ.
This controller has a real rough, has a sticky spot on it.
Who have you been playing with so far?
I've mostly been playing with Jack Saxon, MMA fighter.
So he is MMA. He is just straight up mixed martial arts, and these other guys have more distinct fighting styles. It seems.
Yeah, you know,
jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Well, let's get in there with Mr. Saxon and see what that looks like.
I don't know if I want to start mid-story. I want to start someone's new story because we'll get like an intro or something like that.
Okay,
let's try this dude.
Jens Pulver.
He's a real dude.
Yeah, Jens Pulver's real. Yeah, he may want to be one of the very few.
Can you recall your earliest memory? I can. Mine is of my father putting a gun in my mouth and telling me,
shit, not even worth a fucking bullet.
He was that kind of guy.
I wonder if that's true.
I don't know. Jack Saxon's in jail at the start of his story, so you know they're all kind of little, deliberately rough. Yeah, pulpy, sure.
No matter what, I was going to take care of them for the rest of my life.
Look at the film grain effects on this motion comic.
Yeah.
When you win big, you think you're going to stay a winner. You think you're going to stay rich. You think you're going to stay young.
I think the voice work might be a little better on the ones that are not real dudes.
Sure, because I think this is actually Jens Pulver.
Yeah.
This guy does have a pretty good MMA story.
He does, yeah.
He was on the come up and then just bottomed out hard. And has been lately trying to get himself back into the game. Because he was a bit of a he was an early UFC superstar, if I recall correctly. It's kind of one of those names that broke pretty early on, but did not, like many MMA fighters, did not necessarily have the lasting power.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your dad here?
It's just beard guy. Hell if I know. He's beard guy.
He looks like the old con in the yard that teaches you the ropes.
All right, boy. If you're gonna survive out here, you're gonna need to learn a couple of things.
Hold on to my pocket.
So you're a bottom, eh?
Yes.
These guys look weird.
Yeah. So the first thing is pushing up and down on the controller is a block high, block low, and so there is technically side steps in here, but this is a fighting game. This is like a 2D fighting game.
Okay.
In a lot of ways.
So none of the. Well, you see, you try to get to a grab there, so...
Yeah, I mean, it has grapple systems, you know, it does have a ground game.
And it kind of moves fast, kind of poppy.
It's fast when it kind of needs to be, and sometimes not. Sometimes real weirdly deliberate. The pace in this game is a little weird. I should probably be countering a bit more on some of this stuff here. You'll see button prompts appear kind of under the icon of my dude.
Yeah.
I can kind of grapple for position, and I think being a boxing guy, I'm not going to be real big on takedowns or submissions.
Is there anything to talk about this? what the grappling and what the ground system looks like? Or?
Basically, it's 2 strike buttons. X and Y are your strikes. A is like a change position button.
This guy's kind of giving you the business.
He is, yeah. This game's not necessarily easy at first. It's kind of timing based, and now that I'm not actually playing with young Jack Saxon, finding it a little more difficult.
I'm seeing some wear meters on specific body parts. Oh, he broke your leg.
Yeah.
Oh God, he broke your leg.
So that's the thing. Like a fighting game, when your health bar is empty, the fight ends.
Yeah.
It's not flash knockouts. It's not
stamina.
Not stamina. Yeah, you just throw punches nonstop, and a meter builds up that kind of lets you lets you eventually activate a mode that makes you a little faster and opens up the countering window a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually
Let's see Jack.
See if I do any better with the dude I've been playing as. Let's maybe fight that guy. I don't know.
Bunch of different. Ooh, let's go here. I like the look at the.
Like
yeah.
Rio. All right.
I like that there's a little variety to these backdrops.
Well, I mean, there's no cage mechanic at all in this game. It's not like you get pressed up against the cage, like you would in an actual fight. So
no ring out or anything.
So they can kind of just throw it anywhere. Who cares?
So this seems like a fighting game, not an MMA game.
Yes, it's more of a fighting game with the kind of the MMA trappings around it than it is. You know what this game reminds me of? Do you remember like the PlayStation 1 era? You saw a lot of really weird, kind of dumb fighting games coming out. Mm-hmm. Like, your Bloody Roars and your, Fighters Impact.
Kind of your sub Toshindens.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of those days when everyone would come up with like a few weird systems that no other game has had and put out a fighting game that was, maybe sort of interesting, but you never really would stick with it for very long.
It's not like there's Street Fighter level of depth here or anything.
I don't think so, but I've only played a few hours of it, so it's kind of hard to
that's fair.
really say that for sure. But
can't be definitive about that stuff right now.
Okay, so now we got the takedown, so I can strike down here, or I can hit the A button to try and go for a submission, and then from there I just need to wiggle the right stick left and right. And so that's how the submissions do not cause someone to submit. It
just did damage.
I just have a real big problem with that. It just does a chunk of damage.
Have you been able to? That guy's hitting you hard. Have you been able to actually? Oh God. End a fight before a meter goes down?
No. It ends when the health meter empties. If you submit someone and it takes their last bit of health, then you win by submission. Otherwise, you do not. And it's insane.
This guy's really thrown that fist at you pretty hard. Yep. There you go. It seems like a fair amount of countering going on here, or at least to win.
Yeah. Let's see if I can submit here. Oh, he's going to try and wiggle out of it. All right, well.
Then I'll just kick him in the face. A weird look overall of this game, not just the dudes.
Yeah.
The lighting is severe.
Very much so. So every fighter has an experience point level that just unlocks different costumes and stuff.
Okay, you're not actually like sinking points into anything?
No, there's nothing like that.
Okay.
The fighters just have their moves, and that's kind of it. And then they have just this separate little mode over here where you can just fight with ladies if you like.
I did see a new story option there, so you could go through story mode with the gals as well, I guess.
Let's see what that does.
Just the two?
Yeah.
Welcome to Las Vegas, a town built by gangsters, fed by the wallets of the unlucky, and nurtured by the dreams of losers. They say it's a place you go to sell your soul. In other words,
They say it's a place where you go to sell your soul.
In other words, my kind of town.
in order to make my name, I was going to have to go national. A lot of good fighters coming out of the Midwest. obviously might be a good place to start is any. Did
I
I
would-
mention I was just coming out of
Yes,
the
Jeff.
course?
I would think that Las
Yeah,
Vegas would
that
be a
happened.
fine place to start.
This is the same year my mother
But she has
died.
to go national.
Take all that, combined with my upcoming opponent's verbal skills.
Let's do this. Come on.
Oh man, she got you.
Oh,
Come into this in the best of moods.
Her rapier wit. You can see why you're so
come
intimidated.
on, let's do this.
Oh, I'm so intimidated now.
That guy's all, look at my hat, it's big. Did you see New Jack City? So did I.
It's kind of got some load times.
This game won't install to a hard drive.
What?
When you hit install, it says like, no, this is not supported.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. There have been a few games that apparently do that.
I've never seen that. I'm not saying that it's not true. I'm just saying that's weird.
I put out the calls. People said the Crackdown 1 wouldn't let you do it.
Huh.
Dead or Alive Extreme 2. So I mean, this feels the same as like the guys that use these fighting styles. It just looks like it's kind of like that's the move set.
So wait, this is a story mode, but if there's only one lady for you to fight,
No, this is not the other lady though. So this is not the other selectable lady.
oh,
So there must be more ladies.
okay, okay. You're right. Is she wearing some sort of weird, like, cheerleading skirt?
That's
Like, gladiator cheerleading skirt? That's weird. I don't know.
guys can wear those too. And that's one in like the UFC games. I think something like that is a selectable sort of style.
Oh, okay.
So you see, I'm kind of hitting B at the right time. Well, that time I didn't do it, but the time before I did, to kind of block a transition. Like they're trying to get out of, get up off the ground. I can kind of block to stop it.
So whenever that blocked text is coming up on screen, that means that
They've successfully timed the button press.
yeah, their virtual button press. Oh no!
So that's me busting my meter there. You see the meter up there
okay, yeah,
draining.
your blue meter's
not
going
really,
down.
not really doing a lot of good here. Kind of getting the crap kicked out of me.
Oh, Alienware.com.
These computers are fast.
My fight money. Okay, we'll go look at some of the other stuff at the main menu here. We'll see what else.
It's really not that much else.
Okay.
Kind of training mode and
So
yeah,
you've
kinda
got
set up some tournaments, do some online fights.
So you do Fight Now, which is just random fight stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of see the.
some online stuff. Online stuff?
You can
Yeah,
fi-
Xbox
yeah,
Live matches. Do tournaments. I imagine those Supremacy stories are just the dudes story modes.
Yeah.
Let's back this out. I want to see. I actually not that far. I just want to see what the other locations are.
Oh. I'll just.
You hear punches every time you make a menu selection. Bam!
Let's see what's up with this guy. The pit.
The pits. So we've got some hexagons. I like the open floor ones. You don't see that in the style, or really any fighting game too often.
Yeah.
I like that. The regular old boxing ring. El Matador.
Let's fight in this nice hotel.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, maybe this isn't the game, but I like the idea of bringing some of the like ridiculous fighting game flash to an MMA game.
Yeah, I mean it's different. I'll give it that, but I'm not really finding it to be too exciting to play. just because of the way the submissions work and stuff like that, there's no real suspense. You know how much damage everything's going to do, and you're just kind of like sucking it out of the other guy. Just by
what are you sucking out of the other guy?
Life, vitality.
Got it. Vigor,
sure. So when I was playing through the story mode, like for the most part, I'm probably about 5 or 6 fights in on the story mode, and I've pretty much just been able to submit every guy over and over again to take their health. And that's been that. And the submission mini game is kind of crappy.
I see what you mean about the pacing, though. It's like parts of it are really quick, but then it
just stops. Like it stops on hits a lot.
Yeah, it has that little hang, that little freeze.
So he beat me that time on the waggle.
It seems like to beat the AI, you need to be on there like palm of the hand.
Definitely, it's like
that kind of rattle.
It's
you're not just doing that with your thumb.
No, I'm moving my left hand over.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
And I do that a lot as a part of moving my hand over.
Yeah.
Trying to get up. I don't know why it's not happening here. Oh, there's a little guard crush there. So it's like there's little bits of it that are kind of interesting. But overall, I don't like the way it controls. I don't like the feedback it gives you about what's going on with your guy at any given moment. And like I said, I think the way they handled submissions is just straight up stupid. For a game that's supposed to be MMA, for MMA being about, that big flash knockout, that big, crucial submission that can turn a match around. Like, this has none of that, because it's all just based on your health meter. And it just kind of...
Yeah, you're never going to have those hard swings like that.
Yeah, it just robs the game of a lot of its attention, and as a like, you start comparing it to other fighting games, stuff like that, like, I don't really think it's very exciting in that sense either. So it's...
Well, it seems like kind of the core fighting stuff is kind of simple.
Yeah, and I think some of that's probably by the design. It's kind of easy to at least figure out the basics of it. It's a couple of strike buttons, and your position change also doubles as like your submission button, and then you have like a parry and counter button from there. So a couple other things you can do, but that's really the core of it. So it's not hard to pick up the basics. I just don't know that I would say that it has enough nuance to really be too exciting. Basically, I think this game is boring as hell.
And I mean, it's I guess I'll give a certain amount of props for at least taking a different angle on the MMA thing, but I don't know that this is a game that MMA fans would want.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm not sure who this is for. It's not a... It doesn't feel like a great fighting game. It's not a good representation of MMA, of the style and pacing of an actual fight.
Right.
It's just it's a weird thing.
And it seems like they could, like, if they're gonna lose some of that the realism, the verisimilitude of MMA, go crazier, go MK nuts,
Yeah, maybe.
Like, it was pretty awesome that first round when dude broke your leg and your leg was all twisted, but man, pop a bone or something, Have one of those chandeliers fall on a fighter.
Maybe just part of the story mode, the dirty promoter cuts the chandelier.
Fuji dust!
Oh. Damn it. It's not hitting the B button properly on that stuff.
Yeah, do you find that this, like, the timing on the counter stuff is super specific? Because these guys keep whipping your ass on that. On that part.
It's that I'm not paying attention the way I need to be. I need to actually probably be staring directly at the spot under my fighter the whole time.
It seems like a really bad place to put that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he busted his
Yeah.
stuff there. But now I'm just going to do that and then
Run down his clock, basically.
he's just about down. I just got to... So stuff like that. Like the fight can end on a takedown.
Yeah.
Which just seems also super crazy.
Yeah.
It's a weird game. I kind of get like I think I get what they were going for, but I just don't think that it's much fun. I don't think it's very exciting to play, and yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't want to play it anymore.
All right, well let's do that then, Jeff. That's Supremacy MMA, available now for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Jeff, thanks for taking it to the mat for us.
Ha! Yeah. What?
Affliction.
Oh, wow!
Oh, NRD t-shirts.
All right, no more metal.
Fine.